Is it a new year? Well, happy New Year 2025. Can you believe it? Don't you guys remember like 1999? And Y2K and everything, and people, I had a friend that had water stacked up to about right here. Like the big, what do you call them? Big packages of 35 bottles. She said, because everything's going to be done. There's nothing. And we're still here 25 years later. What the heck? It seems so long ago. 1999. Thank you, Prince. Welcome to Unity of Gaithersburg in this new year. Hello out here in the sanctuary and those up there in the balcony, y'all at live streaming, love streaming land. You know who you are. Hi. I'm Reverend Edith Washington Woods. I'm so grateful to be here as the senior minister at this wonderful, amazing, fabulous church. And so glad to see all of you. Oh, is it anybody here who hasn't been here a long time or brand new? Raise your hand, put your name in the chat box. Online, anybody? I think we've got all of us, right? We're in a new day and a new year, so we're new this year. How about that? All right, then. Well, let us open with a time of prayer, okay? All right. I invite you to take a moment to join me in closing your eyes. And take a gentle cleansing breath, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Welcoming this day even more fully in this moment. For we are creating a space where love is, a space where possibility is, a space where we hold the idea of faith upon faith. And in this sacred space we are creating, we pray from this space. Spirit, God, universe, whatever name we want to give to that divine entity, essence, we are here. As we open up to the possibilities of us thriving in 2025, that we're here in this moment, ready to receive our good. It is here. As we center ourselves in this new beginning, this new year, may each of us be open and receptive to receive our good now. And for the moments and minutes and hour that goes by in this service and out into our world when we leave here, we are ready. We are poised. And we are present. In this moment we pray. And so it is. Amen. So we're embarking on this new beginning, this new year. We're going to focus on our core values. And we'll say them, and then I'll focus on one for today. All right? So I invite you to say them with me together. Community, love in action, prayer, gratitude, abundance, diversity, integrity, youth, adult, and family, spiritual education. That's our core values here. That's what has been declared of who we are. Now, the first one, community, fits perfectly with our theme for the year. I don't know if you saw it scrolling, but our theme of 2025 is our beloved community. We thrive in 2025. And so when we look at community as our spiritual community, yes, but also our greater community, right near us, all around us, and the community of the world. If we consider that when we are talking about a beloved community, then it means it's super important. Like, it's super important to us. Just like when we go home and, we may go home and clean the dishes however way they're cleaned, sweep the floor, vacuum, whatever it is we do in our beloved community of our homes, there's also this beloved community here. And so let's take on in 2025, beloved community, our beloved community. And you'll be hearing more about that throughout these weeks and the year. All right? Okay. And so in order to celebrate the community, our beloved community, we have our opening song. You might want to get up and dance or wiggle in your seat, whatever you need to do. It is Celebrate This Precious Day.
Good morning, everyone. If you don't know the song, I promise it's real easy to learn. If you want to sing along with it, you're welcome to do so. When you catch it, join in. I'm gonna celebrate. Let's try that again. I'm gonna let the joy wash over me. I'm gonna let the joy wash my worries away. I'm gonna let the joy wash over me. I'm gonna celebrate this precious day. My worry away. I'm gonna let the love flow out of me. I'm gonna celebrate this precious day. I'm gonna let the laughter fall out of me. I'm gonna let the laughter wash my worries away. I'm gonna precious day. I'm gonna let the love flow out of me. I'm gonna let the love wash my worry away. I'm gonna let the love flow out of me. I'm gonna celebrate this precious day. I'm gonna celebrate this precious day. This precious day. I'm gonna celebrate this precious day one more time. I'm gonna celebrate this precious day.
Yes, that's okay. You can stay here. Come on over here in your red shoes. And hi. Okay, so first up is our transformational opportunities is January birthdays and anniversaries. So anybody with a January birthday and anniversary, please raise your hand. Me? Yes. It'll be my Medicare day, Medicare birthday. What you say? Should I be getting excited? Yeah. Well, yeah. It doesn't mean I'm old or nothing. So don't look at me like that. Anybody else? January birthdays, anniversaries. Well, oh, in the back. Whoa. Hello. Hi. Anybody out there in Love Streaming Land, if it's your birthday coming up this month or an anniversary, can you let us know so we can greet you? And we want to do like a little happy birthday, something. Okie dokie. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Oh, that sounds so beautiful. Oh my goodness. And then the second announcement we have is we're celebrate every month, right? Someone who has been in this community and amazing. And this month we have Jill and John Robbins. Yes, come on up. And there's a board member who's going to present to them. And who is it? I think they're trying to figure it out. Here we go. Sometimes doing double duty is, that's how it is, right? Okay. Come on up. Well, while you come up, I'm going to give a Christmas gift that John didn't get because they were out traveling around the world or something, country. Here's your Christmas gift for you. And then I'll hand it off to our board treasurer. Oh, well, Kevin, you want a mic?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
So Jill and John were here when this property was purchased. They used to meet when the Unity of Gaithers was a study group before we had a minister. And they are one of the founders of our church here. They joined after Ann and Alan Quay. Okay, but they were still meeting in the hotel. Anyway, and they participated in rebuilding the sanctuary. So that this beautiful place that we meet in is partly due to them. I've served with Jill on the board. John is going to maybe on the board as a new member after our next meeting. Of course, we've all listened to his wonderful music, and with Jill has been very active in the Y Youth Ed until recently. And so they moved away for a while, came back, and they still are contributing members and wonderful people to have and to know. Thank you.
Thank you. I just wanted to say, John forgot to bring them, but we have some photos from when this half of the building was first opened up. And we'll scan them in so you guys can put them in the newsletter. It's really fun to see that.
Thank you.
It's on. Good morning. It's time for our transformational opportunities. The handout you received has more information, but we'll go over some highlights now. Jane McCarthy, LUT, will be leading our overview of Hebrew Scriptures class beginning on January 18th. Classes on our Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. on Zoom. See the website for more information and to register. Clothing drive. The Caring Cottage team is kicking off a clothing drive for the National Center for Children and Families. Starting next Sunday, January 12th, bring your donations to the church and place them in the bin in the lobby. Special community meeting. In 2 weeks, on January 18th, there will be a special community meeting. In addition to the quarterly updates from Reverend Edith and the board, we will be discussing and voting adding an additional person to the board. Please plan to attend in our person or on Zoom. More information will be coming soon. How to Thrive in 2024 workshop. Carl Plummer will be one of the licensed Unity teachers who will be leading a workshop on either January 16th or January 21st. You can pick the date that works best for you. The workshop will explore what it means to be thrive and apply Unity tools to expand and manifest our thoughts. See our website for more information. Our foundation prayer is prayer. Our prayer chaplains are trained to play in confidence with you. Today's prayer chaplain is Dave. If you would like prayer time after the service, see Dave. There's also a box in the rear end of the sanctuary where you can submit prayers, which our prayer team will add to their list of those for whom to pray. Thank you.
Good morning. Here is the daily word for Sunday, January 5th, 2025. The word for today is strength. And we affirm God's strength is my strength. God's strength is my strength. If I identify solely with my human nature, I may feel daunted by my cares and duties and by the state of the world itself. When I feel small or ill-equipped to face troubling situations or in certain circumstances, I remind myself I am never without the power of the divine strength within me. The awesome strength of God is inexhaustible and without limitation. Anything I may be called to face is no match for the divine strength. As I grow in my spiritual understanding, I realize I need not pray for God's help. Instead, I claim the strength of God as an aspect of my divine identity. I affirm divine strength is mine. I am strong in spirit. As these words grow in my consciousness, I feel better able to keep life struggles in perspective and remember I am strong in God. In the verses from the book of Habakkuk, chapter 3, verse 19, God the Lord is my strength. And now let's take a moment to reflect on the word for today, strength.
Young people, and those not so young, come forward for the book. I really like that hat. I think I'm going to have to borrow it from you. Lucian, what do you think? Think I can borrow that hat? No? Okay. Your mom bought it? You think she might get me one if I ask her? What do you think? Okay. The name of the book is The Place Where I Belong, and it's in English and in Spanish. You know, Jill, you could come read the Spanish for us if you'd like. There is a place where I belong. I belong with my family in my home. When I am home, I know I am loved. I have joy. I am treasured. I have peace. And I can even say that in Spanish, tengo paz. I feel comforted. I am needed. I am creative. I feel safe. I have hope, and I am free. This is where I have belonged. What do you think's going to happen, Mia? But now my home is gone. My heart hurts. I feel afraid. So much is lost. What do I have? Where do I belong? Where can I feel like I felt before? Is it only possible in my home? Where do I belong? Someday I will have a new place to call home, but today I know. I am loved as my family shares food with new friends. I have joy in the sunshine on my face. I am treasured as I think about my family. I have peace as Mama holds me close. I feel comforted when Papa wipes my tears. I am needed when a neighbor asks for help. I am creative as I draw pictures of my dreams. I feel safe with Mama on a rainy day. I have hope when I see a rainbow in the sky. I am free as I dream about the future. Someday, I will have a new place to call home, but today, I know I belong. Let's say that together. But today, I know I belong. And so this is in keeping with our beloved community and how we thrive in 2025. This book is by Candace Klopfenstein and illustrated by Antonia Rupert. Thank you for listening.
to divinity in me. I choose my name. I choose my name. A name chosen by Spirit, and then whispered to my heart. From this day I'm wakened to the nature God intended with my name. I write this name on a white stone, a stone that needs both purity and truth. Inner wisdom, silent strength, my name expresses God in me. On this white stone, on this white stone, I write my name. Today as I stand open to divinity in me, I choose my name. I choose my name. A name chosen by Spirit, and then whispered to my heart. From this day I am awakened to the nature God intended with my name. I write this name on a white stone, a stone that means both purity and truth. Inner wisdom, silent strength, my name expresses God in me. On this white stone, on this white stone, I write my name. I write my name. I write my name.
Hi. Y'all looking at me. I was just kind of wondering, hey, do I have something in my teeth or something? No, just sometimes. Sometimes. When things happen, we're called to create laughter. So I'm going to invite you to just breathe with me for a second. Let's take a breath. You know, last Sunday we had our Kwanzaa celebration, right? December 29th. And then we had our potluck. And my Aunt Nancy tried to call me, and I was here. And then she called me about a half an hour later. I'm going to make a long story short. Within a half an hour of me getting home, my brother died. Just breathe with me. Come on. He got out of the tub, and he died. Some of you know, and some of you don't. I'm now my mother's only living child. So it's been a lot, I guess you can imagine, to have 3 people die so close to me in 3 months. It is not typical, but it happened. So I'm going to invite you guys to hold me in your thoughts and prayers. I'll be going to Memphis, Tennessee for his funeral on Saturday. Another one. been really, really, really hard. And I have some folks around here that I called immediately, almost immediately. But imagine me needing to tell my sons again. And two of them are very, very close. I talk with him and my other brother every day. And then here we are in this new year. It's a year we get to celebrate because some people didn't make it. And my heart's beating real fast right now. Some didn't make it. But we're here. This thing is hitting my earrings. Hold on, let me figure this out. Okay. But we're here. We're here to thrive in 2025. And we don't know why things happen the way they do, right? And then they do. Yeah. Thank you, Adam, for coming up with the Thrive in 2025. Our board member, Adam. And as we start this new year, we're beginning again, a new one. Again, a new one. And we get to look at what lies ahead of us. Yes, there are the things that have happened that are behind us, right? But we also get to look at what can happen newly. So I ask you this question for you to ponder for a second or two. What are some of the things you want to achieve in 2025? Just kind of, don't try to think too hard now. I'm going to give you 2 seconds. Anybody?
Love and peace throughout the world.
Love and peace throughout the world. Time to play. Anybody else? Okay, 2 people. 1 person first, and then? More joy. Laugh. Yes. Have more fun. Fun, laughter, joy, play, dance. There's a reason why I get myself up and dance. I wasn't going to say a swear word. Sleep schedule. I was thinking about that when I had to get up at 4 to drop my son off because, we're having this storm that's coming. Right, Jeff?
You got it.
And he was leaving tomorrow, but I was like, you better go home. He's going back to grad school in California, so it's like, yeah, boy, you better go. Bye. He was coming here, but, he's on a plane somewhere in the world. And as we focus on this new beginning and this brand new year, we reflect on what we have accomplished and what we want to, what we intend to. Some people make New Year's resolutions, okay, whatever, and then they don't come true. But when we make an intention, when we set an intention, I think, we can always relook at it and see, hey, how is it working for us? As opposed to, for me, when I used to make New Year's resolutions and they didn't come true, then I would be like, oh my God, I did it again. Yeah, we get to do it again. Some of the things that we intend to happen may be very familiar to us, right? Like we said a few moments ago, like playing and having more joy and seeing more peace and love in the world. But it also may be something that is totally different, like totally different. And so if we look at what could be totally different, let's look at our names, right? So my brother, Leonard Washington Jr., gave me this the day before my mother's memorial. Some of you know that. And it's a baby's first years. It's the first 4 years of my life. And in this book, on this first page or something, it says my name, Edith Ann Washington. Well, you know, I've got a hyphenated name now. But born Edith Ann Washington. And then my mother wrote on February 22nd, which was, I was about 3 weeks old, this is what she wrote. Edie, nickname. Your aunt gave me a baby shower for you. It snowstormed. A few guests managed to attend. That was that entry. And she made lots of interesting entries in that book about my big old butt and, you know, I was always getting in trouble, get a spanking from like, I don't know, I think I was like 2 or 3 months old, and my mother said, I had to give you a spanking because you were bad. Or when I tore up the bathroom, or tore up the newspaper, or I was off somewhere, curious is my word. She just said I was bad. Anyway, so my nickname is very similar to my name. And Edie and I share the same name and the same nickname and the same spelling of the nickname. What the hell? Okay. Oh, oops. See, my mother's talking in my head. See, you need a spanking. And I'm like, dang on it. But my brother Leonard Washington Jr., y'all know juniors, his nickname was Man. And it was because there's this tree outside our house that he used to climb so he wouldn't get a spanking. And they started calling him Monkey Man. And then it's shortened to Man, M-A-N-N, you better know it. And Mr. Man if he was really being happy with himself. And so his name was totally different, right? And my brother, who just passed away on last Sunday, he was premature, born August 27, 1971, when I was 11. And he was 3 pounds, 3 ounces. So he was a little teeny-weeny thing, and he had to stay in the hospital for a month. But when we went to see him, all he had was these big, ginormous eyes. And his nickname became Bubble Lee. Last name Lee, Lawrence Ralph Lee III. Bubble Lee. And his shortened to Bubba Lee and then Bub. So some people call him Bub, some people call him Bubba Lee. Bubba Lee left a long time ago, but he still had big eyes and he was tall and skinny as a pole. Never could gain weight, even if he ate 10 pancakes and 4 sausages. Jesus' name probably wasn't Jesus when he was born. He was Jewish, for those who don't know, and therefore he had a Hebrew name. And at the time back then, and I don't even know now because I don't speak Hebrew, the J wasn't pronounced in Hebrew. They had nothing called J. And Jesus, the name, did not exist in Hebrew or in Aramaic, which they also spoke. Many scholars believe that Jesus' name was probably Yeshua. And the Hebrew meaning of that is to deliver or to rescue. And then later, after he died, okay, then he was known as the Christ, Jesus the Christ, Christ, which means the anointed one. And many people were an anointed one. Even emperors and kings were sometimes called Christ. The beauty of our ceremony today, we're getting ready to do, is to choose a new name or quality which comes to us during this ceremony. Now, I know some people have been thinking about this for probably a few weeks or something, few days, and maybe even a few hours, and you think you came here with that name. I'm going to invite you to just put that to the side, because it might be a different name that comes up, and that's okay. In the Bible, there are several times someone got a new name. Simon got a new name. Saul had a new name, changed to Paul. Who else? Peter. What was his name? How you say it? Cephas? Cephas? How you say it? It's C-E-P-H-A-S. Cephas? What'd you say back there? Simon, changed to Peter, but it was also Cephas. Anyway, the point that I'm making is new names happen, and they may not be the name that we were given at birth. It just may not be, and that's okay. Now, Peter means it means the rock, like a stone. And this month, our power of the month is faith, and it is the ability to believe. And the disciple is Peter, who represents faith in all spiritual things, like faith in God, faith in spirit, faith in the unknown, faith in what's possible. The corresponding color is what? Blue. I think you should know. You know, we got this beautiful blue altar, yes, that Cindy made and then had to go to work. And the location of blue is right smack dab in the middle of the brain. If you took something here and you put it here and you went all the way in, it's there somewhere that we can't touch. When Charles Fillmore, the co-founder of Unity, wrote the book Atom Smashing Power of Mind in 1889, he wrote, "Anyone who has faith in spirit and the power of the word spoken in faith can send it forth. And like the radio oscillation, you can look it up, it will be picked up by receptive minds everywhere." Our minds are receptive. Our minds are open at the beginning of the year for something that's going to emerge that we may or may not have ever known before. And Elizabeth Sand Turner, she used to write for Unity a long time ago, in her book, Be Ye Transformed, she wrote, "Faith is the inner assurance that what we desire already exists in the invisible realm of spirit and can, by the exercise of our faith, be brought into being." Today, we're going to bring a new name, a new quality into being as we listen to the still small voice within us for that name. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes. Does everyone have a stone and a pencil? Or does anyone need one? Raise your hand. Okay, good. Out there in Love Streaming Land, if you don't have a stone from a previous year, because you could use it, you write on a pencil, it disappears before the end of the year, you can put it on a piece of paper. So I'm going to invite you to do that before we get into that part of this ceremony. You will be holding that stone in your hand at some point. And imagine that you'll be writing on a clean slate. I invite you to look at that stone for a moment. Just look at it. I have mine. I picked one that was like not perfect. And maybe yours isn't perfect. It has some flaws or something like that. And I just kept looking at it and going, you know, that's the one for me. The one with the little dents and pop marks and holes and stuff. That represents like all the crap I went through in my life, I think. I didn't say crap. Is my mother going to live in my head? Saying, being bad again. Nope, not bad. I just said crap, that's all. And we're able to have something be birthed out of this. This white stone it's an ancient ritual. This particular stone came from Jerusalem. The company that got this big piece of stone from Jerusalem was called Jerusalem Stone, and they just closed the end of the year, this past year. And so we have enough for several years to last, because we got in before they got done. But he would go there to Jerusalem, and he'd get this, and then he he make it into these nice little pretty stones for us. And it goes back to ancient times when Jesus was teaching and someone served in prison, actually, or some type of bondage, and they were given a white stone when they got released. And each of these stones that we have today can represent something that perhaps we've been holding on to in the past, or something that, like my mother living in my head now, I can release that here today, that I am a good girl. Some of the time. Y'all got my back. I love it. And that this stone represents our freedom. The freedom from the crazy thoughts, the freedom from our beliefs, our freedom from, those things that could hold us back from our intentions for this year. This ceremony comes from the book of Revelations, chapter 2:17, where it states, and John is talking about the people being given a new name. And he said, "Let anyone who has an ear listen to what the Spirit is saying to the churches. Everyone who is victorious, I will give some the hidden manna." I'll get that in a sec. The hidden manna. "I will give a white stone, and on the stone is written a new name that no one knows except the one who receives it." So the churches metaphysically stands for, and metaphysical is beyond the physical for those who don't know. The churches are like the people and the thoughts that we have. In the days of when people were in the wilderness with Moses, the manna that it talks about in that Bible verse was the substance that miraculously supplied food to the Israelites in the wilderness. And that comes from Exodus chapter 16. Spiritual nourishments can be those things that we see beyond appearances. Like, I will give all that is needed to live. And we allow it to happen. And so this is a very sacred, solemn kind of a service where we listen for that new name. So I invite you to, if you put the stone down, pick it up again, please. Or that piece of paper out there in Love Streaming Land, and take it in your hands for a moment. Close your eyes. I invite you to become still, very still, very still. And allow the full expression of the divine within you to speak. Behold the Christ of God in each of us, as it says, I make all things new. So in this moment, as you notice your breath going in and out of your body, and maybe even join in with it by taking a gentle breath, I invite you to open up even more. Opening up, opening up, opening up to the presence that is within each of us. For there is a vibration, that it is vibrating right now, vibrating in every cell of our body. And it's just a little bit where we can't notice it, but it does. For if you looked under a petri dish, you would see cells just shimmering, just a little teeny weeny, just a little bit. That is the vibration. That is the aliveness that we're in right now. Oh. And as we sit for a couple of moments, we listen to the whisper, the sound that comes to us, is that which we are embodying for this year, 2025. A name, a quality, a word. And we take a moment and sit. And as that name becomes clear, the first one, not the second or third, and then allow ourselves, after we sit for a few moments, I'll let you know when, and sit with that first one that comes up. And when I say, okay, yes, that's it, and I'll invite you to write it down. And we sit in the stillness of this moment, here and now. And when you're ready, open your eyes and write down your new name or quality. It is yours. Behold, I make all things new, it says in Scripture. For you are my beloved, in whom I am well pleased. Anytime you look at your white stone, realize that you have given yourself a gift. The gift to live differently, to live a more fulfilling life, to begin again, and to connect. Connecting with that still small voice within. And I invite you to carry this stone as a reminder of that promise today. And our affirmation will assist us with really anchoring this into our consciousness. I'll say it once and then invite you to say it with me. I am grateful to know my new name or quality as I thrive in 2025. Together? I am grateful to know my new name or quality as I thrive in 2025. I invite you to become still as we move into meditation for a few moments. Taking a gentle breath in and out. Breathe with me. Breathing in and breathing out. Oh. Take it all in and let it all out. Breathing in and breathing out. Oh. And on the third breath, on the outtake, I invite you to blow it out like you're blowing out a birthday cake. Breathing in together, breathing in. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Breathe it out. Now I invite you to say your name to yourself. Taking in the newness of it. Giving thanks for what got birthed as you. Oh, what a glorious day to have a new name, a new quality, something new to take in as we thrive in 2025. And as we join our hearts in this space, we sit again with our word, our quality, our name, as we bring all of it collectively to this space. In this space, we say silently to ourselves that which just got birthed in us. In the silence, we go deeper together. And as we gently bring ourselves back to the space and time, may we know the precious moments that we have shared together. That in this beloved community, we thrive in 2025 together. That we experience life together. Sadness, joy, and peacefulness. And as we come back to this space and time more fully, may we know that we are here for each other. That's who we are in our beloved community. We take it in, we give thanks for it, and so it is, for it is up to us. Amen and namaste.
Every day is a new beginning, a chance to raise unhappy endings. When I wake, I can make 1,000 dreams come true. I can use my faith in God in everything I do, 'cause every day is new. Infinite paths to choose, the choices I make, the chances I take are based in truth, and every day is new. Every night when I go to sleep, my unconscious mind counts the blessings I reap. When I sleep, my thoughts seem to work themselves on out. When I rise to greet the day, my mind is free of doubt, 'cause every day is new. Infinite paths to choose, the choices I make and the chances I take are based in truth, and every day is new. Trying to make life make sense. The price that it would cost me would be too high an expense. So I pray and keep the faith, 'cause every day is new. Infinite paths to choose, the choices I make and the chances take a base to truth, and every day is new. Yes, it's true. Every day is new. Oh, every day is new.
Good morning, everyone. Wasn't that a wonderful service? How did you do it? How did you do it? My heart and love is with you. Right? All our thoughts and prayers are with you right now. And we know the strength is there within you to bring that good and loving to everyone that is now counting on you for healing that will take place in this new year. Thank you. So for our giving, wasn't that a wonderful service? I hope everybody got wonderful names to take into the new years. And for our giving and generosity, we have different ways for you to give to the church. There's a basket in the back. You can go online. And with that, we want to have our love offering saying, okay, if you'd say this with me, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am so grateful. We are so grateful, aren't we, to have the wonderful minister, Reverend Edith, with us. We're so grateful. So grateful. And our kids? Time for our kids? Yes. Is that right? Okay, we have any kids out there? I see a very big kid. Any little ones? Here they come. All right. See you. Hi.
Hello again. So, I don't know if you knew this, but there was an interesting factoid about white stone. And it says, as was custom in ancient days during slavery in the Holy Land, a prisoner was given a white stone when he was freed from servitude as a token of his freedom. So I don't know if y'all talked about that or not, but we did. And people were surprised to know that it wasn't just enslavement here, but all over the world. So we talked about that just really briefly. Yes, ma'am.
What did I say?
Oh, you're not ready yet. Okay, so we did a white stone ceremony over there as well. And some of us were amazed at how some words that we had to use last year had to come back to be used this year. So some of us, it's a little harder to learn. All right, are you ready? Okay.
I am the light of the world. I live as the light. You are the light of the world. You live as the light.
We.
Now, if you'll stand for our closing songs. beloved community, we are thriving in 2025. I invite you to take that new name equality and take it to the bank. Well, not to the real bank. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I'll see y'all real soon. Bye for now.
Why don't you ease on down the road? Come on, ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on, ease on down the road. Come on, ease on down the road. Come on, ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on, ease on down the road. Pick your left foot up when your right foot's down. Come on, legs keep moving, don't you lose no ground. You just keep on keeping on that road you choose. Don't you give up walking, cause you got no shoes. Oh no, ease on down the road. Come on, ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Oh, come on, ease on down the road. Don't you carry when your right foot's down and the steps you're taking leave you 3-4 steps behind. But the road you're walking might be long sometimes. You just keep on stepping and you'll be just fine. Come on, ease on down the road. Come on, ease on down